Hello, my friends, and once again... Oh, right, Rose's camera shut off, that's why. I forgot.
I'm concerned. I am Darius today.
Yeah, there we go. I fixed it. I forgot that Rose's camera got shut off for a moment, and I didn't change it back. Hello, welcome to tonight's episode of the Astral Calling here on twitch.tv/tabletop rolls. We hope you're having a fantastic night. We are all having a wonderful night. I just pre-ordered the Doctor Who decks, and I'm very excited for David Tennant's Suspend, especially since I already had a Suspend deck that I had taken apart, so I have all the things to upgrade it already. Then, of course, we have announcements before we get started. Let's start with show announcements. Saturday, So Help Me Desna, Salt and Sorcery. Tomorrow, Will, Chad, Matt, Calf, playing Solasta, So Help Me Dog.
Blessed be the dog.
We are going to do it. Sunday, Stardew Sunday, except not Stardew Sunday because Sarah is going to be busy hanging out with some friends, seeing the Barbie movie. So we're going to do some Sunhaven Sunday with Emily and Will. It's going to be a cute little stream. Speaking of cute little streams, on Monday night we have arguably one of the cutest characters on the channel, Avi Avi, played by McKenna. That's our Strength of Thousands, our AP episode. Matt, are we continuing our mission of diplomatic immunity?
Yes, though I have some interesting surprises in mind for both Ophelia and Charlotte.
Thanks for the bit, Squishy.
Oh.
I look forward to seeing those surprises and to walking off of the screen and screaming when one of them inevitably has to do with Mercedes. Then on Wednesday...
Not a one.
Yeah, Will realizes that there's a finite amount of Mercedes you can handle without just ending the stream and rage quitting. So
He did walk away at one point, didn't he?
I did.
I think he did, yeah.
Then on Wednesday...
Come see what the drama is on Monday nights.
Let's come see what the drama is. Come
Watch
see
the
Ibara. Yeah, go watch the VOD. Go watch
Come taunt Will with sexy tieflings.
If you want to see me enjoy myself and just have fun in a combat encounter instead of worrying about survival, go watch the VOD from Monday night.
And then be worried about why Will finds it so fun.
Because I wasn't fighting. I wasn't fighting for my survival. Igor was able to mess around and not be optimal. He was able to do things that he would consider normally a waste of actions. It was a great time.
I bet that's what it was.
Yes, that is what it was. I also did make someone jump into a hole at one point. That was fun. Then on Wednesday, Wild West, Dungeon Crawl. They're talking to some kobolds.
Talking. Well, yeah, no, we did. We are talking. We killed a bunch, but then we are talking to some.
You are talking to some kobolds this Wednesday. The Gold Scale kobolds is their name. They're nice. They're nice little guys. You saved their lives from the evil glow scale kobolds.
Yeah.
Gold scale, you say?
Yes, gold scale kobolds and glow scale kobolds. The glow scale kobolds are the radioactive ones. Then on Friday, of course, what you're watching right now, the Astral Calling. And why are you watching the Astral Calling? Well, personally, I think it's because of the wonderful cast that we have. And we're going to start, of course, with I don't know. What's a good segue here? We're going to start today with...
Is it a segue if you're starting the thing and not bridging two concepts?
Yes, because I'm bridging the...
I guess you're segueing from...
I'm bridging the announcements.
I don't think...
You know what? I'll do it in order of people who correct me the most. So we'll start with the most with McKenna.
Oh boy.
Playing Evie.
Hi.
How are you doing tonight, McKenna?
I would just like to say that I do think if Chad were on all three streams, we'd be like pretty neck and neck for that.
Yes, you would be.
I just happen to be around you more, which is unfortunate for you.
Me expecting me.
I am McKenna Ray Tynan. I am McKenna Ray Art on all of the w.coms and apps and such whats. Tonight I am playing Evie, the Plasmoid Alchemist Artificer. It's a mouthful. And yeah. And then I have new Evie slime. I think this one is pinker.
Nice.
It still looks kind of white under the light, but I promise it's bright pink in person and smells like watermelon lemonade.
Ooh,
delightful.
Lovely.
that does sound nice.
I gotta make some of that. I'm waiting for like the good watermelon and the good lemon.
Ooh, yeah.
Moving right along to another person I'm worried grows tired of me the more time I spend with them. Matt.
I come
Playing
back
Darius.
to you in the wake of having seen one half of the movie sensations this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
You'll have to guess which one.
I am the intrusive thoughts of like, oh, if my friends spend too much time with me, they'll hate me. Despise it. Then,
Bad.
Speaking of
Bad take.
bad take, yes, very bad take. Speaking of someone who's going to see the other half of the movie sensations this weekend, we have Rose
Chad.
playing Luna.
Hi everybody.
God, I
I'm
would
very
pay.
excited for the Barbie movie.
I would pay to watch Chad do like a live reaction to the Barbie movie.
to the Barbie movie.
I would fucking
It'd
pay
just
for
be
that.
Chad sitting there like,
Just getting angry.
It'd
How much?
It would be my forever existential conflict of, man, it would be nice if I was capable of napping, but I can't just like
Ouch.
sleep in the middle of the day. It just doesn't
Barbie's
work.
gonna be such a good movie.
Barbie's gonna be amazing.
I don't think it's going to be bad quality. I just don't think I'll care.
I saw a tweet today.
I can get
I
that.
think you're probably wrong.
I saw a tweet today.
I
I'm
think
not
you should
sure.
try to care. I think
You should.
it would be better if you did.
Maybe when I don't have to go to the theater for it.
That's fair.
Mm,
Now,
I'll try to care later.
Now, I'm currently tempted. The AMC has a ridiculously expensive deal for the. I never get the movie popcorn buckets. I know I got you the one for the like D&D movie, but the Barbie one has one that
Okay,
is
people
like the
do that.
pink Barbie Corvette. It comes with the Margot Robbie
That's
and the
cute.
pink gingham dress like Barbie doll, and like a large popcorn. It's too much money,
ooh, I might get
but
that for.
also like.
I might
this
get that
for
for.
me.
I might get that for Emily on Sunday then, because I know she really likes
thinking-
that type of
It's
thing.
expensive.
That's fine.
It is expensive. It's like
I'm-
in US dollars. It's like $60 something.
So it'll probably be around 80
Ooh.
Canadian. That's not terrible.
Hearing you say that is tempting me to do it for myself as a treat. So we'll see.
There you go.
Anyway, come back next week and see if I've got a Barbie Corvette popcorn bucket.
And
Tune in
then
next time.
let's see. What's a good? Oh, here's a good one for Chad. The other thing I would love to see Chad, that I would pay to see Chad sit through, is a like 2-hour explanation of astrology.
Oh, poor Chad.
It would be the
Bullying
most
Chad
entertaining
tonight.
thing.
That would be
Rose
so
and I could do it
irritating.
right now. We could just make that the
or
stream.
Listen,
not
so-
do that.
I'm a
Um,
Libra sun, Gemini moon,
Uh,
Darius rising. McKenna, tell me a little
I'm an
about that.
Aquarius sun, and that's probably why we're such good friends. See, Rose and I are both
Honestly,
air
yes.
signs, with a lot of air placements, and I think that's part of why we get along so well. No other reason, no other like
No.
common interest. It's purely written in the stars.
You're really air sign. Yes.
I can get Ryan into how Will's a Scorpio and how that doomed us from the start, and how it actually had
no.
nothing to do with me being a lesbian.
Hmm.
Wait. No, I want to hear about this after stream. I need
Listen,
to hear this
I've
about
been
this after
attracted to
stream.
I'm fully
A
fucking with you
Scorpio
because I know you're
before.
insecure about being a Scorpio.
I am only insecure about being a Scorpio because I had a girl when I was like on Tinder tell me, "Oh, you're a Scorpio.
Matt's brought in,
We
like,
can't
the
be
sword.
together."
Didn't a girl walk out?
Yeah, I've had a girl
Woman
on Tinder
do
unmatch me,
anything.
and then I had a girl walk out on a date for me, and it's like literally it was the first question she asked me. It's like, "Oh, I normally ask this in our chat, but what's your sign?" It's like, "Oh, I'm a Scorpio," and she's like, "Oh, I can't date another Scorpio," and she just walked out. I was like,
Just
See that
Hey.
question? Once the question was asked, is where I would have walked out.
"No, I think astrology is fine." Like, I'm not going to
No,
lie.
my problem with it, and the reason why I would walk out if somebody asked me that,
Mhm.
is because if you're hinging your date on something that's entirely built around essentialism of you are this way because of this,
That's fair.
That's
then
fair.
no, 100%
no,
out.
see, I think
done.
astrology doesn't actually force thing. Like it's not you are a Scorpio, so you have to be XYZ.
No,
It
no,
is
no.
like
That's
that.
no,
You-
no,
God,
no.
they
what's
have
your
these
sign?
kind of
That's no. See,
tendencies and
that's the problem with. It's not even like,
drivers.
oh, this means you should be this way. It just is. That's how people talk about it.
What's
It
your
I
just-
don't
sign?
say it
You're
like
that way
is.
because it is.
Chad, what is your sign?
Chad, I'm sorry. I'm
We're
so
not.
sorry.
Don't. Don't.
What's your birthday? What's
I
your
don't-
birthday?
We're not.
I'm gonna
even-
celebrate your birthday.
we don't
Will,
need
when
to-
is Chad's birthday?
I'm gonna look it up on Facebook.
Girly,
Thank you.
I
Damn
have
it.
a
It's
calendar.
probably on there.
I have a calendar reminder for yours, Emily's, Matt's. I have a
Don't
calendar
know.
reminder for like all of my close friends'
Good.
birthdays, because I know I will forget otherwise.
No, it's a good idea, honestly.
Wow, but not for Chad.
No, I have it for Chad too. I just don't have
Oh,
it.
okay.
Chad's birthday is past.
You're just not gonna let me
I
use
do.
it to bully him?
No, I'm not going to
I
let you
don't-
bully Chad on stream. Listen, you can't bully.
I don't.
Hey,
So
well,
what
the
I was
council does
thinking-
not condone
Scorpio.
bullying.
Yeah.
Of course he's a Scorpio!
See, I hate that shit. Because it doesn't matter what you are, the person's always going to say, "Of course you're that."
Hold on.
Essentialism.
Hold on. I have a quick question. I have a question.
Chad, I'm so
I have a
sorry.
question.
Ask. In
McKenna.
astrology, she'll answer.
McKenna,
Chad, I'm
This-
so
this-
sorry.
This is gonna be yes or no question, McKenna. Do you know when my birthday is?
Ooh. I know you're a Pisces. Unfortunately,
See,
I must
that's
admit
why-
that I don't
That's
know the
why I
exact
said I
date.
wanted to be a yes or no question, because then I was gonna ask Rose if she could guess what I was.
Oh, I'm sorry,
Mm.
Matthew.
Oh, it doesn't
I should
matter
have
because
played your
the
game.
guessing thing is always a sham anyway. Because it's always like, "Oh, you're this." No,
Sounds
this-
like something
oh,
a motherfucking Scorpio would say.
that actually makes sense
Matt's-
then once
Matt's
they finally
birthday-
realize it.
Matt's birthday is March 2nd.
It's in
Oh,
That
March.
one I
shit.
have memorized. No, it's March 2nd. That's why I have that one memorized.
That's why I said it's in March.
Yeah.
It's all sham.
Right?
Now, what I was
Beware
thinking
the
about,
One
Ides
day
of
shy
March.
of being the mascot character of Honkai Star Rail.
what I was thinking about before all this
McKenna's is
nonsense
February 4th.
was how
Let's not give out everybody's exact
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
That's
on
fair.
the internet.
My address is
All right,
Yeah,
but
the street I grew up
Parody
on and the name of my
numbers.
first pet.
and here's a list of my greatest fears. What I was thinking about before all this nonsense was how in poor taste it would have been if both movies got themed popcorn buckets. For this weekend.
oh god, what like a little atom bomb to get popcorn out of? Like the
No.
fat man from
I could have
Fallout?
seen a lot of theaters like
Would you like to
trying
eat your popcorn out of a nuke?
I mean
Yikes.
it's glowing with butter.
butter.
Mm.
All right, well, I can't
I
believe
mean, we all
it's-
know the butter at movie theaters is
Listen,
virtually radioactive anyway.
I can't believe it's not butter,
It's
and I
like
can't.
so good.
and just like the chat can't believe this has been a 20-minute intro. I'm rolling the intro. Last time on the Astral Calling, our party found themselves on Darius's homeworld while investigating a number of missing children. In a rash decision, Rash offered themselves to become a decoy to dress as a child. During that time period, whilst that was going on, you had Luna and Evie and Vim heading out into the city to go shopping for children's clothing for Rash to wear. Then, of course, we found Darius locked in prayer, ever faithful as always, and this time being able to pray in a large group. After... Yes, Rose.
Concerned? I'm still Darius.
How did it happen again?
Chat, don't tell Will, but I've introduced a
Trepidatious.
virus that does it intentionally.
Wait, now Matt, we've seen Rose's impression of Darius. Now I need to see Matt's best Luna right now.
Yes, give us an uwu, Matt.
We're here to help.
Aw.
Aw.
Wholesome.
Baby girl.
I'm here to shiny.
That's more like it.
After collecting their outfit and watching Darius put on a bit of a show for the other folks in the monastery, our party began to hatch their plan. They put alarms up. They took positions. Vim fell asleep.
A little bit.
He
A
do
little
be
bit of
doing
that
that these
happening.
days.
Rash
little bit of that happening.
Rash got turned into mist and floated out the
Very-
window.
Very Hans Christian Andersen of her.
Evie
Wait,
panicked.
Does Rash, like original mermaids, not have a soul?
Maybe.
That's something to explore.
Sounds like something to unpack.
Yeah.
Have to ask
Do
Marla.
goblin grannies
Excuse
have
me.
souls? Or do they put it all into their cooking?
Or was there one original goblin soul at the beginning of time, and ever since then it's just been split into smaller and smaller pieces for every goblin, like the dark soul. The dark soul of man.
We're done, Will. It's fine. You can go
I
on.
was letting y'all do your thing. I was letting y'all have fun. And we're actually going to pick up with Vimus.
Vimus?
Vimus.
Vamantha.
It's
Is
not-
Is it like Grimace?
No,
It's
it's
not short-
Vimbus, Evangeline, Amalthea, Saint Voltaire.
Wow. Saint Voltaire?
Saint Voltaire.
Oh, he's
It's
a
not short for
philosopher.
anything. It's one syllable. That's all you need.
Oh, I
When
see.
you're evil.
He makes it so easy for you, Will, and you still insist on mispronouncing it.
I said Vim. I got it.
Alright.
Listen, this is nothing. Chad's given me some of the easier names to pronounce that I've had. Like Swin. Swin was great.
Yeah.
I miss Swin.
Swin
Whatever
was-
happened to
Swin was
Swin?
good.
Oh yeah, I killed him. So
What
He came
about
back.
Cole?
He came
It's
back.
one syllable.
He got
Vim,
better.
Go back.
eventually. After the SCP dungeon.
Yeah.
That was
Took a
fun.
while.
Vim, you're
Yes.
you're in the Fae with Mother Myrtle.
I am.
She's chilling with you. She's made you breakfast. It's a variety of fruits. There's some bugs, like some little like grubs for you.
And he is eating, but in the middle, because I mean, there's food there, so he's gonna eat it like it's there. But he's not gonna check like Satchel and make sure he has like his crossbow and his other stuff, right?
Oh yes, you do.
So he has everything. So okay, so put it together.
Vim has everything. They're Vim's possessions.
Okay.
Of course they'd be here in the real world.
Okay. All right. So either both things are a dream, or both things are real. Both things are a dream and I'm real, or both things are real and I'm the dream. I don't. Yeah,
Mother
doesn't
Myrtle
matter.
comes over
I need
the
to
table.
know.
Oh, Vim, you're looking so troubled this morning. Are you all right? Are the fruits not to your liking?
This is no. This is great. This is always great. I was in the middle of something, and I have to be able to get back. How
Yes, you were having
if I'm
having
jumping-
quite the restless dream. You were tossing and turning on the floor of the
Yeah,
cut.
I was supposed to be a lookout,
Uh-oh.
and I'm not looking out very well right now.
Well, if you'd like, you could look out the window and see if you can see any prey for us to hunt for dinner.
And that's not okay. But what about the people I was supposed to be looking out for? How do this? Okay, so I understand as much as one can understand that I am jumping between these two places, existences, whatever, anybody would want to call them. I need to know how to do it when it makes sense to do it.
I mean, Vim, you're home right now. Are you all right here? Let me take your temperature. And she just like comes and puts her hand like on the front of your forehead. You're not hot at all.
I'm not even sure if that would work. I don't know.
Yeah. Vim, take a seat, rest a bit. I'm very worried about you. Come, mother knows best. And she just puts like another plate of fruit in front of you.
That's not a triggering phrase for a Disney fan.
But you know that there's like this, and then there's the other.
Yes, there's many worlds, Vim. One day you will get to see them.
I'm already doing it, but I'm not doing it when I'm trying to, and that's what's
your
the
dreams.
problem.
Yes, I'm sure. Perhaps you may be even dreaming of another universe entirely.
Okay, but here's the problem. From what I've seen here,
Yes.
kind of this time anyway. Before it wasn't that way, but this time, I guess it was. Okay, from here, I'm getting there by like just falling asleep normally and everything. But there, I'm just getting randomly really tired and falling asleep, and I can't help it. And I wasn't doing it, but now I am doing it.
Oh, strange. How very odd. I mean,
I mean, if it was just happening when I mean to go to sleep, and it wasn't really affecting that, then it'd be fine. I'm sure there would be no consequences to me just being awake in two different worlds. Whenever I'm sleeping in one, I'm awake in the other. I'm sure there'd be no ill consequences to being awake permanently, just in different places. But when I can't control it, that's
That's
a
very
problem.
strange, Vim. That is quite the predicament. Especially if you're having a pleasant dream and you have people in your dream you wish to take care of. I can see that being a problem.
Yeah, there's people over there that were kind of relying on me, and there's other people over there that kind of uh need some reckoning, and I can't do either of those things if I can't stay awake when I'm over there.
This is very strange. I will need to think on this, Vim. For now, finish your breakfast, and we can begin with the day's chores afterwards.
He's still like, he's got his things laid out in front of him because he's still trying to piece it all together. But he does eat. I mean, it's there.
Yeah. You see Mother Myrtle sort of pacing a bit. All right, Vim, we're going to try something. And she goes into her cupboard, and as she's opening this cupboard, make me a perception check.
23.
Vim, you look into the cupboard, and it is not like the world around you. It looks like the world you woke up in. It is dingy, it is cobweb covered and dark.
Okay, so it's not like the area where Mother Myrtle is. It's like the world he's been in.
Yeah. And she reaches into this cupboard. She pulls out a little vial. She closes the cupboard. She walks over. Vim, drink this.
I mean, he's not going to question her. He'll drink it.
Yep. Vim, you get really, really tired almost instantaneously.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I feared this was the case. And then you hit the ground. And then you're awake on the roof. And you see Evie rushing basically to the ground. You see Evie rushing towards Luna and Darius. Rash is nowhere, and there is a creature on the street that has like 6 Mao arms.
I summon a big bat, and I hop on its back, and we're flying out towards them.
Evie, we're going to pick up right there. Evie, you've made it to Darius and Luna at this point.
I think we had
confronted the thingamajig.
Oh, you had confronted
Yeah, I
the
think
thing.
we were out in the street.
In
Yeah.
that case, we will pick up with you all right on the street. They're all in the street, Vim, and they are confronting this creature. Upon you beginning to fly on a bat wings, it kind of lets out a hissing screech. Can everyone make me a Constitution save? The DC is 14.
I'm close enough that I
Probably
need to
not,
do
but I
this.
can
Yes.
try.
Okay.
Nope, that's a 13.
Fail.
Oh, no.
That's a
Fail.
5.
Fail.
Ayo.
Fail. All right, you are all going to be stunned for a moment as this
And I
creature
guess-
breathes in the gaseous form of Rash and starts to book it down the street.
Son of a...
I'm going to check something. The bat keeps flying towards
The bat
it
keeps
with me
flying
on its
towards
back.
it. It's just like stunned. The bat's flying towards it. All right.
Grapple it.
So you will have one success going into this. This is going to be a chase. We're going to do a little bit of a chase scene.
I summon a blue shell.
And so for this chase scene,
Ugh.
everyone do me a favor and roll initiative, just so we have an order of operations.
Order
Oh, some of the tokens are not on there.
operations. Yeah, where's my token? There it is.
Oh.
Bottom.
Ooh, Luna with
Oh,
the 20.
Evie.
What a terrible roll.
Yeah.
I am feeling motivated.
Rash will not be participating in this chase because Rash is
The
currently
didn't
A
miss
bit
and all this
tied up
nonsense.
at the moment.
yes, they're currently missed.
Yes.
But Luna, you are stunned for your first turn. So this creature is getting some time to run away. The chase DC. This creature is going to basically... it takes like 3 of its arms. It grabs onto a roof, and the other 2 arms push down off the ground. And it just like... You know how cats have that like tummy thing that lets them stretch a little bit?
You mean
Primordial
the fact that they're liquid?
Yeah, the pouch. They like it lets them stretch up enough to like grab the roof and still push down, and they just like pop up onto the roof, and they start rushing down the roof. It is a sort of boxed area, so with that they are jumping over. Darius is stunned. Vim is stunned. Vim's bat is not stunned, however, so the bat is able to. I'm going to
it goes
say
like right after me.
Yeah, I'm going to say that because you use the spell slot, this will count as the success for the bat because it will just get to fly over. So you will get a chase point. Evie, you are stunned. Luna.
It's my turn.
It has climbed over a roof and appears to be running away. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna try and get up on the roof using athletics
All right, do it.
and keep chasing. Am I? No, it's the dice do not like us tonight.
10 is unfortunately a failure.
Luna just like tries to leap up and just into the wall.
Oh.
Chase DC, the creature hops over the roof and down into the street. Darius.
I am no longer stunned. I am... They're up on a roof?
They just hopped off of the roof. They are now one stage ahead of you.
I am just going to use my speed of 40 to book it as fast as possible after them.
Okay, make me either an athletics or a con save.
I just did athletics. Can you? Do
Oh, this is a
athletics
chase.
again?
This is a chase.
Oh,
this
this
is
is
not
not
a
a
skills
skills
challenge.
challenge.
Yeah, this is a whole different thing.
I misunderstood.
Athletics 15. Yeah, you were able to book it, Darius. You were able to get around the edge. All right,
Darius has got the zoomies.
Vim.
I am gonna, if it went down on the street, I am going to direct that to be like just above the edge of the building to try and stay out of its eye line, but keep an eye on them. So I'm gonna try stealth.
Okay, make a stealth check.
26.
Nice, Vim. You're able to also continue on the chase. All right, I need a physical marker for this, or else I'm not going to do this correctly. So, we have the chase stages. We have the first stage. We have the second. All right. So currently, we'll update it at the end of the round. Evie,
I were to just drink a potion of swiftness, would that
It wouldn't be enough.
what?
You would need to do, if you want to use your alchemy to enhance yourself, I would let you do a like equivalent check, like whether that be an arcana or like some sort of science. Let me take a look at your sheet actually. Not something I thought
I mean,
of.
there is like a swiftness potion.
I would let you either use an arcana or a medicine check for that, if you wanted to buff yourself like that. Because
Okay.
the potion will help you, but the potion won't be enough by itself to auto succeed. You will need to get a little bit of a push with it.
Yeah, all right. Then you said arcana or
Medicine, either one.
medicine. I'm going to roll arcana. Ugh, I am going to use a hero point to roll arcana.
All right, yeah.
I'll take it.
You managed to keep up with everyone. All right, so right now Luna's just the one on the first stage still. So Luna, there's a building between you and your friends.
I want to try to use my sword as a grappling hook.
All right.
Can I make
I'll-
an attack roll with sword friend?
I'll let you do a acrobatics or athletics check for that one.
Okay.
Oh,
It comes just short. I
I
apologize.
was hoping I could
Luna.
do an attack roll.
yeah.
All right, this creature moves forward a stage. It kind of like dips in and out of a number of buildings. It's kind of difficult to keep track of where it ends up. So Darius, what would you like to do?
I mean, almost feel like with the most speed, I should just try to keep after. I don't know if my greater speed is actually relevant to the chase.
Who knows?
I mean, you'd think. I think I also now have a speed of 40, Matt, so we are on the same.
Also, I almost want to say like I maybe want to cast Bane so they're less good at. I don't even know if they're making checks though.
Probably not.
Probably not. This is running sort of. Not that this is not a criticism, but this is kind of running on rails. Probably it's a chase. So I will just do another athletics check to try and keep up and maybe gain some ground.
Go for it.
Nope, I'm gonna hero point that. Much
21.
better.
Yes, Darius, you're able to keep pace with this creature as it turns, and Darius, it's moving into an area that you are very familiar with, as it is begin moving through a graveyard. Vim,
Why am I familiar with this?
because you grew up here. This is like a local
Okay.
graveyard.
I had a goth phase. I spent a lot of time in this graveyard.
I feel like if you grow up somewhere, you have like a general idea of where the graveyards near you are just from like existing in this location.
If Garfield can have a goth phase, so can Darius.
Fair enough.
Yes.
All right,
And that is canon.
Fan artists draw Darius in their goth phase.
Fan artists attempt to draw Darius.
I mean, he's pretty easy from the waist up.
X to doubt.
With that, Vim, it is your turn.
Are there people there?
In the
Or is it
graveyard, no.
cleared out?
This is late at night. It's
Okay,
clear.
it's pretty cleared out. Okay. Maybe I can just try to use survival to try and get like
Track it.
track it and kind of get an idea of where it may be headed
All right, make me a
based on how
survival
it's
check.
moving. 15.
Yeah, Vim, you're able to get a similar thing. It looks like it's heading towards that graveyard up ahead. You can't get an idea of like the final destination just because you don't know the planet.
Yeah.
But you can keep track with it. All right, next up is everyone's favorite evolving slime, Evie.
That's my favorite evolving slime.
How How close are we to this thing?
This thing is far. This thing is out of spell range. It's at least 90 feet away from you at this point.
All of you to assume that my spell range is 90 feet.
You also don't
but
currently
it
have...
is
Yeah. Anyway, continue. Sorry.
farther away than I want to cast at the moment. I want to do something to keep a bead on it to like keep it from getting out of sight, but I don't know if I have anything that can properly do that. Maybe investigation?
Yeah. Investigation and keep an eye on it. I like it.
Yeah, to just like while I'm moving, just sort of keep on it and keep an eye, get an idea of like its movement patterns to see where, be able to like help predict where it'll go next.
I like it.
I'll
Nice,
take a
that's
16.
success. You're able to keep up with this creature. Luna.
Luna is going to use a second level spell slot to cast Find Steed. Try and catch up.
All right. That will
What
give
is your
you
steed?
that will give you a automatic success. But what is your steed?
Okay, so the basis of Luna makes me want to say hippogriff, but I don't think that that's illegal. So
Oh, that's fine. Hippogriff. That's
Okay.
A griffin?
fantastic.
I think
hippogriff.
those both fall under Find Greater Steed
Oh, well,
because of flying.
a flightless.
Yeah.
A flightless.
Can I get
hippogriff.
one without it lost its wings and
Yeah,
the stomach?
you can get one with just teeny tiny baby wings.
little
Aww.
Yeah.
like
Or-
a bee.
oh, better
Their
yet-
body's just chongus.
Better
Their
yet-
wings are like-
Better yet, a chubby hippogriff.
Oh,
Oh,
after
no.
like the chubby dragon from the D&D movie
Yes,
whose
it's
name
just-
exists.
Huh?
Great. We
It's
get
here
a
for
rotund
exercise.
hippogriff who cannot fly,
Yeah.
and I climb aboard, and yeah,
Aww.
and we're off.
Nice. All right, so the creature is now making it into the graveyard. When it is in the graveyard, it is like tearing up the ground underneath it as it walks. Like you can
Oh,
see this thing's
no.
now claws are just like as it's running, it's kicking up dirt and just like making like a mess of the area around you to try to obfuscate your view. And it's going to keep running. Darius, you're in a Malian graveyard, and there's just been like it's basically now dirt fog has been created.
Dirt fog?
Yeah, so like you know how
Like a dust cloud.
like a dust
Yes.
cloud of dirt. Dirt fog.
I understood what you meant. You just phrased that really strangely.
Dirt fog.
Never heard it called dirt fog.
Dirt
No.
fog.
Oh, boy.
Kinda hate that.
Name of the episode.
That's actually a curse word on this planet.
Just like bug nubs, that's why Darius gets so uncomfortable all the time.
Yeah, I'm just gonna charge forward through the thing and try and catch up to them.
All right.
Another athletics check because it is one of my better
this will be with
skills.
disadvantage because of the cloud.
What if I did an insight check to figure out where they went so I could direct everyone?
That would be normal.
Okay, I will do that instead. 19?
Nice.
Darius, that's a success. You are definitely able to do that. You're able to get a good idea of
Cat-like
where
vision.
it's going through. Where it's going through. You can start basically directing people through. Be like, it's heading to the northeast exit. Something like that.
And we're walking.
Vim.
So it looks like it's heading out of the.
Yes, it looks like it's heading out.
So Vim's gonna like kind of veer a little bit and start calling out to people that would be on the streets on the other side, and just outing this thing as the kidnapper because he knows a bunch of these people are like worried about it. So to try and slow it down, I'm gonna try persuasion.
I like that. Go ahead.
25.
Nice. Yeah, Vim, you're able to get some yelling, and there's some like lights on the other side where it's heading to, so that might help out. Yes, that is very cute, Rose.
Hoping that their concern over the kidnapping is more than their befuddlement at the caterpillar on top of the bat yelling at them.
Evie.
All right. So I have upped my movement speed to 40 feet, and with Matt's or Darius's
That away.
instructions, would I be? I know I can do this. I just want to know if it would help. I could effectively double my speed with Expeditious Retreat.
Okay.
Um.
Do you want to cast Expeditious Retreat just to like book it through and keep up with this thing at top speed?
Yeah.
Okay. Expend the spell slot and you can get a success.
I will do that.
Nice. There we go. Luna, they're all out of sight. You got to figure out which way this thing went. What would you like to do?
Use my instincts.
All right. What skill would you like to use to mow your way through this?
Can I make a wisdom check?
Oh.
Yeah.
If anyone can, it's Rose.
Wisdom to mow. Do it.
What did I fucking say?
21.
Yep. Luna,
Appropriate.
you are able to get going and get a little bit closer.
Points the chubby hippogriff forward. Also, I now need art. I might make little chibi art of like Luna on her like rotund little hippogriff just
Really
charging
putting the
forward.
hippo in hippogriff.
All right. Fair enough.
Amazing.
Then it comes to them. You hear a whole bunch of screams as this thing appears to have jumped into a Mauian night market.
Not the night market.
Yes.
They've got the special deal tonight on sweet potatoes.
No,
By
like,
a refillable bear full of juice.
A whole fried squid on a stick.
I did get the refillable bear at the Korean night market.
As you
Oh, boy,
Is that
that's it
66?
I don't know. I think so.
all right. Darius, it is your turn.
All right. Now that I think I have a better idea where they are, just based on the screaming, I'm gonna continue with the athletics.
Yeah, you've made your way into the night market now, and it's kind of full up. But Darius, you can't. You try to start booking it through people, but it's just there's too many people here, and like a lot of them are afraid. Darius has a failure.
Yeah, panicking Mauer make a big mess.
Yes, they do. Vim, it is your turn.
Oh, let's see.
There's
Yeah,
a
I guess
panicking Mao in the night market.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna. It's still getting away from us, or is it?
It is running through the night market, and
Okay.
it looks like it'll be getting. It looks like it's running towards a building to run through to get away from y'all, possibly.
Does it look like the building is closed right now?
No, the building's open. There's like a busboy sitting outside, like a Mao sitting outside, like smoking.
Okay. I'm gonna use my crossbow to try and fire ahead of the thing
Okay.
and try to like use intimidation to try and like mess up its planned course.
Make me an intimidation check.
18.
That's a success. All right, Vim, you're able to mess it up. It doesn't look like it goes towards the back door. It does, however, turn towards what appears to be. Now I have to come up with a new restaurant name on the spot. What appears to be like some sort of like Mao family restaurant. It's called Maugaritaville.
That implies to me that there is a Jimmy Buffett in this game.
Oh boy.
Rose is done with me already. But yeah, it looks like
As you should, Rose.
It looks like it's turning into there. Evie, how would you like to make it through the
Lordy.
How would you like to make it through the night market? Jimmy Malfit's Maugaritaville.
Oh, Lord.
Thank you, Emily.
I've been thinking about this for the whole time, and I'm still like, I do have the ability to, as a plasmoid, to just squeeze through, tight spaces.
I'll give you advantage on the check for that.
Okay. I suppose that check would be acrobatics.
Yep, that works for me.
Or dexterity, they're the same. But I'll take that an advantage. I'll take a 14.
A 14 is unfortunately not a success.
Ah, unfortunate. I'll take that. I don't have a hero point, so.
All right. Luna, there's a graveyard. You are riding a hippogriff. There is a dirt dust cloud. What would you like to do?
Charge forward with the power of Moe.
All right, make me another wisdom check.
Okay, hold on. I do have a hero point.
Okay. Yeah, the hippogriff goes, it hits a tombstone, it just backs up and it launches itself over the wall of the cemetery, now into a night market. So now you're in a night market full of panicked Mao while riding a chubby hippogriff. And hey, there's Evie and Darius. They're going to go forward. They're going to make their way through the restaurant and out the back of that restaurant. Darius, you are still in the night market.
I'm going to try and push my way through the crowd.
Okay, make me another athletics.
Unless I could potentially, because I am probably taller than most of the party, do another kind of they went that way and use insight.
Oh yeah, I'd let you do that.
Okay. 18.
That's a success. You point towards Maugaritaville and you give the team a good idea as to where they're going. Vim.
I got that new lime coconut flavor.
With it going in through the building.
It has gone in through a building. Margaritas have been knocked all over the place. There's a
what a waste.
Not the Maugaritaville.
There's a giant chalice that has been pushed over by the creature that is just spilling mix onto the ground.
Wow. I hate crime.
Bim is going to, given that he is riding on a bat flying, is going to go around the building instead of through. He does not have time to contemplate his opinions on cheeseburgers or paradise. And I'm going to try to
What about
again.
pina colada? How about getting caught in the rain?
Chad,
Same brain.
For this, make me an animal handling check. Because there's a lot of tasty food in that Maugaritaville.
But I'm not going inside, I'm going around the
I know,
building.
but the bat's tempted by it.
This bat is magically summoned.
Yeah.
We will hear point its way to probably a worse roll.
Oh.
That's usually how it goes for me.
The power of Maugaritaville is just too strong, I'm afraid, Vim.
Bat falls into a glass.
The bat just starts. The
Maugarita,
bat
and
just
it's now
lands and is now sipping up the Margarita mix.
I brought you to this existence.
It's a DU fly.
Oh boy.
Evie, you're up.
That's fantastic.
Oh, that's amazing.
A DU fly.
Tabletop roles making DUIs funny. Anyway, I guess that makes it my turn, huh?
Yes, you are still in the night market.
Son of a bitch. What if I just ran really, really fast? Because I have multiple magical things making me do that.
It's gotten ahead of you. If you want to boost your speed again with another magical effect, that could be a success. But you would need to expend a resource to do that.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I've expended 2 resources. That potion was like a resource.
Oh.
But I don't know. Yeah, I might just have to do that acrobatics check again because I'm sort of out of options.
You have advantage.
Yeah. 15.
15's a success. You have made it to
There we
Maugaritaville.
Also, is anyone else getting to see the fun little digital dice that I'm rolling in Roll20, or is it just for me?
It's just you.
Just for you.
Oh, then I'm gonna turn it off because
No, you can let it be a little treat for you.
Yeah, be a little
it
cheeky.
makes
You
it
you
take
deserve it.
longer. It makes it take longer, which I think would be
Cheeky
fun
little
for everyone.
treat for you.
You.
Speaking of treats for Evie, Luna, your turn.
Oh, okay. I ride through the night market, waving to my friends as I pass.
All right. What would you like to use for this one? Do you wanna
Animal handling.
roll it.
Hmm.
How distracted does this hippogriff get riding through the night market?
By all of the food.
Yeah.
Find out.
Nat
It's a nat
20.
20.
Of course.
Luna,
Of course.
you manage to keep the blinders on your hippogriff mount. It keeps going, ignoring all the food, and sailing right past through Maugaritaville, keep catching up with this person.
Would you like to know Luna's trick to keeping this thing focused on what it's doing?
What is
that
it?
Luna
Unlock?
is instead grabbing all of the things, and the hippogriff can't have any. As Luna's like, ooh, ooh, and it keeps charging forward to try to get to the next thing, which Luna just rips away before it can have any.
Oh,
Not maliciously. She's
My
just,
Mal
she's just
cabbage
trying to
rolls!
Oh boy. Oh boy.
All right. But yeah, Luna, you have made it through Maugaritaville, and you have caught up with this creature. It is, as it keeps running and running and running, you see what appears to be another Mao at the end of this alleyway, yelling, "Hurry up and get here now!" Make me a dexterity saving throw.
It's an accomplice.
Luna, you are able to, as this creature is running, rip off its cloak. And you're able to get a full view of this creature now. It is a Mao creature. It has it's a masculine Mao. It has several Mao arms, basically magically sewn onto its back that is still moving. Has a total of 6 arms in total. The best equivalent I could give you is like a Mao Drider.
I pictured a Mao Machamp.
Mao Champ.
A Mao Champ, if you will.
But as this creature gets running and running and running, it is able to get up to its friend and escape. We're going to end the chase there. Luna, you're able to basically quickly turn around after the creature gets away with Rash in tow, and you're able to return to the Maugaritaville where all of your friends are still trying to convince Vim's bat to stop drinking the Maugaritas.
Tim, where did you
gonna finish
acquire
that?
a bat?
I made it.
With
Maybe.
what components?
The components I have divinely in me as a holy being here.
Ah, the power of Scorpio.
I thought we decided we weren't going to do that.
I reversed course and we are going to do it.
Roll for cult.
Okay, so then how did you harness the powers of being a divine being? Because I would also like to harness those powers as a similarly divine being.
As you are all getting up there, as you're like all there, one of these like Mao like hosts like walks over. It's like, can I get you a table? We have one.
Yes.
There's one that's in a boat, and they just kind of like lead you to this boat table, where it's like
Our
the
friend
table
was
is on
just
the inside of
kidnapped?
a boat. They put in some menus in front of you.
I think Evie the whole time is just like, is it appropriate for us to be at a Maugaritaville when our friend was just kidnapped? Is this what we're...
I think Rash would want us to have food.
That is correct. Any sense of an argument leaves Evie's immediate brain space.
Luna is holding this like strange cloak, and now you're getting like a better look at it. It is a black cloak. It's very similar to that veil cloak that the others were wearing. That mount earlier you've seen them were wearing.
Luna, did you catch the mouse?
I catched the cloak.
Oh, interesting. Can I do a quick investigation
Make me
of
an
the cloak to see
investigation
if
check.
there's, I don't know, anything funky in the pockets? Does it smell weird? That's a 20. Well, it's a 25.
That's a 25.
Shouldn't have been an
As
advantage.
you are looking about the cloak, you find a couple of things. Number one, in one of the pockets inside the cloak, you find three sets, basically three different engagement earrings
Oh no.
that are just like off. And like now you're thinking about, oh yeah, this creature's ear was like missing the chunk where an earring would be.
Oh.
So are they not just kidnapping kids?
Darius,
Yes.
are wedding earrings specific in any way to the individual that they are attached to?
I mean, I can't really speak to that. I mean, anyone can do any sort of customization they want, unless you mean just the very the practice of wedding earrings.
It is.
I hold them out to Darius and say, if you had someone's wedding band by accident, would you be able to trace it back to its owner? Are they that customized?
As far as I am aware, yes.
Yes. Each band is made specifically for that couple, and there is like some form of like very specific crafting thing done to it. Like some of the bands one of the bands you can see like the iron, like the ball that's would be the earring normally has been like if carved with filigree. Another one looks like it's been like twisted to create this like beautiful like metal sort of like circular patterns on the earring part of it. Each one is slightly different. They keep a similar form, but they have variations throughout that form.
I mean, this one is unique, but I have no frame of reference, so I don't know who they belong to.
Right. Okay.
We could. I don't know if necessary, we
Is there
could.
like a earring maker, like a famous earring maker we could ask?
Well,
Maybe they
potentially.
made it. They have
Cautious.
the mark.
There are. I mean, it is a very specific thing to be made, so not everyone probably makes them. So there's probably a few specific shops that just do that.
They
So
put their like signature on the earring, like a little mark to say that like
yes, a
this was
craftsman's
made
mark.
by.
Or I
Did
pull
you
out like
make-
tiny little, like jeweler's magnifying glass.
Yes.
Traditionally, the parents make it.
Oh.
Which is weird if you ask me, but that's just a cultural thing.
It's a cultural thing.
Imagine if your parents made your wedding rings for you.
Yeah.
It would be
I
nice,
know.
but
It's meant to be like a
That'd be
body.
No,
kinda
thank
cute.
you.
yeah.
I
It
like
wouldn't be.
mine.
It wouldn't be Kingdom Hearts themed when it rose.
No,
See? Yeah.
my parents just don't understand me.
It's not a phase.
It's not a game.
When you
It's an
walk
experience.
away, you don't hear me say
To be fair,
Listen.
Darius's band is very simple and clean.
In I'm so sorry, but in Kingdom Hearts and wedding related news, it is possible that Billy and I might be the first couple to have Kingdom Hearts Mickey at our wedding.
Sick.
Like
That is
they
awesome.
they just approved the use of Kingdom Hearts Mickey, Donald, and Goofy like just now, and if we do it's so much money, but like if we do it, we would be the first ever people to have official Kingdom Hearts character.
That would be sick.
They are so much money. I remember there was internet
Ugh.
drama a while back because someone chose to have Mickey and Minnie at their wedding, like official Mickey and Minnie instead of food.
Oh my god, two
Instead of
Instead of food at their wedding, and the guests were all pissed, so they took to Reddit and were like, "Am I the asshole? Mickey and Minnie just mean so much to us."
Yes, you're the asshole. I would not deprive my guests of food or beverage or that.
For Mickey and Minnie.
I am just excited
That's
to be
a
able to
sidebar,
spend
sorry.
time
He does
with my
come
friends.
with the Keyblade though.
Oh, that is cool. Anyway, so we're at Maugaritaville looking at some wedding rings.
Yeah.
We could theoretically take these to a jeweler, and maybe identify who their original owners are. Of course, whether their owners are victims or
Perpetrators.
co-conspirators, we
Yeah.
don't know. I suppose it's a good idea to have that information either way, though. Is there any other information I glean from this cloak?
You also glean a couple other things. Number one, you glean that it's make. It is a relatively sturdy cloak. This would be, once again, is a veil cloak. Darius can tell you that is a Mal burial veil cloak. So, basically, Mal are buried in a veil, and this is the veil for the burial. One half of the couple has the burial cloak, the other half has the non-burial cloak, and while they're in mourning, they wear the non-burial cloak.
Oh,
Interesting.
oh, I have an idea.
Yes?
What if I try to find Ratch's frying pan?
Ooh.
Oh.
Oh, locate object, the bane of mysteries.
It is not within 1,000 feet of you.
Yeah.
Oh, they went very far.
They went like a fifth of a mile.
Very far. Well, because they
Right.
were just here, and now they
Yeah.
are not.
They step through a weird portal of darkness.
Hmm.
Well,
Well-
our friend has been kidnapped, and I suppose all there is to do at this current juncture, because it is the middle of the night and no decent jeweler would be open, is to drink margaritas and eat
Maugaritaville.
jalapeno poppers.
That sounds
Jalapeno poppers.
Evie, make a perception check.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
14.
Evie wouldn't have this information, but across the street there is also another restaurant called the Filigree Forest Cafe.
The Filigree Forest Cafe.
Is that the Rainforest Cafe? Well,
We've
They-
already been sat at Maugaritaville.
They were originally going to go through there, but Chad made me zig when they had to zag, and I figured, oh, what's something nearby them? That works.
That's okay. I'm as long as Maugaritaville has like strawberry or watermelon margaritas.
It
something.
does.
I don't know, guys, but I think my bat has a problem.
Is your bat still here? How long does that summon last?
I have to look. I don't remember how long it was. It might be gone by now. No, up to an hour.
Holy moly! Yeah.
My bat has a problem. I think I might have to disapparate him, and hopefully when he comes back, he doesn't have this problem.
What is their name? The bat that you've made?
I hadn't figured that out yet.
Yeah. Can we circle back to the making a bat thing?
The
it's a
the
thing
strawberry
I do now.
the strawberry watermelon margarita, by the way, is called the Mau Breeze.
I love that.
People really
I will
conceited
drink
naming
it.
everything about themselves.
We could share it.
oh, okay,
There. I can get 2 straws.
okay.
We can share it.
You're not even going to be able to see that in the
Oh,
like
look,
you
they
see
have
other
one
drinks
that's
because
like
it's just
the
going to blend in.
size of your face. We should get that one and split it.
Yes.
Okay.
Isn't the size of her face kind of optional?
He just glares at you.
Ooh.
You've
Anyway,
avoided telling me about how you've made this bat, and I do
It's
intend to
just-
extract that information from you.
It's I
by
it's just-
force?
Preferably not.
Not off the table.
No
Okay,
possibilities are dismissed.
So I don't know how to explain this, but I have been kind of jumping back and forth here between here and a different here that's not here.
You mentioned that you had been dreaming a lot about Mother Myrtle.
Oh, so he was napping.
No, it's not like that though. It is like
Were your
that, but
eyes
it's not
closed?
like that. I don't know. They were open because I was seeing there.
I mean, we think we see things in dreams too.
It's
Well,
not
when
like
when
that.
were you asleep?
So that's also gotten a little out of hand, or out of nub, as one might put.
When were you asleep?
On the roof. I didn't mean to. It just happened, and it's happening, and I'm getting tired a lot, and I can't control it.
Oh,
Oh,
so we are
speaking of which-
establishing that it's just him falling asleep.
Speaking of which, Vim, make me a con save.
Yeah,
Oh,
The second you mention it.
I know it's coming. I know it's coming. Ooh.
Vim, as Vim says, I've been getting tired a lot. Instantly looks really tired.
Well, that's convenient.
Uh-huh. Totally looks like I'm just acting.
Vim,
Yeah,
you
I
were-
get so tired lately.
did you not think to maybe order a coffee?
I don't
Macchiato?
think... so much pain.
I Malicano.
I don't think that's the kind of thing that's going to help this,
A
because
Malcachino.
it wasn't happening until recently, and then recently I on this side I'm just getting really tired and unable to stay awake, and then when I go to that side, it's like I come back when I go to sleep normally, but this time Mother Myrtle gave me something and it made me go to sleep real quick. But then she didn't seem like that was what she was trying to do. Or maybe it just wasn't quite the way.
Did by she, I'm assuming you mean Mother Myrtle?
Yeah, Mother Myrtle, I'm trying to figure out how to control it better. And she gave me something. But the thing she was pulling it out, it seemed like it came from here, not from there.
Huh. I am humoring you and assuming that this is not just a dream.
I'm not.
I already showed you the finger.
But I just don't trust that you didn't already have that finger on your person.
Wouldn't I have shown that off?
Vim's always had that finger.
Wouldn't I have already shown that off if I'd had 3 fingers instead of 2 fingers?
No.
You are a show-off.
I don't know.
I don't. Do you? And I because Luna and Darius haven't seen it. It's like, do you recognize this one too with the other 2? As if you're gonna recognize the difference between these 3 desiccated fingers I used to lockpick.
They do look mostly the same to me.
Well, I mean, I think I don't know if this one. I think this is off the same guy. Turns out she was wholly out on me, and she actually, it took more than a couple fingers to get rid of that guy's talent at stealing, but she gave me an extra one, and I brought it here.
To be clear, you are now telling us that Mother Myrtle is. I mean, that's pretty serious punishment.
What?
It's just cutting off someone's fingers.
It wasn't a punishment. It was a deal. They made a deal. They agreed on it.
It
wasn't a punishment.
He consented to have his fingers removed?
Yeah, he wanted to get rid of his talent for stealing. And so she took some fingers. Not all of them. He's got a few, I think.
Is that how he wanted that talent removed?
I don't know how those deals work exactly.
Darius raises a hand. Concerned, I would just like to point out, on the side of this possibly just being a dream, we all acknowledge the fact that talent is not something that is physically held in the like flesh of like digits and limbs and stuff.
Tell that to the guy who can't steal anything anymore.
What was this guy's name?
I don't
remember his name. I'll have to. I remember the basics of the story.
I'm just saying, fingers are not terribly difficult to find.
That is
fingers that can still lockpick.
I leaned down and I put a hand on his shoulder. Nim, who was always within you.
Nim.
Who's
Vim.
Who's that?
Vim.
Well, I will say
It was always within you.
the nail beds on all of those fingers look the same. I think it is.
I don't know what that
The
is.
fingers
Nail
wiggle
back.
on the
Like when you
fingers
get a
wiggle on their
manicure.
own, and then when I lock
Um,
You
it,
that you
they
have nice nail
move.
beds.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Order?
You're excused.
Sorry,
Order.
I realize you're here.
Yeah, let's walk and talk. I
We
just
want the
pick,
big Maugaritaville.
I pick Vim up and I
No,
put
I
him in the
have-
bag.
Jalapeno poppers are.
Yes. Here's
Get them to go.
Here's the Maugarit.
We
Here's
have
the
missing
Maugaritas
children and missing grandmothers.
and the Hala Maui poppers.
You know, in
Um,
fairness, I think we probably should remove my bat from this environment. I don't think it's healthy
order
for
a
him.
Mountain Dew.
Ah.
I'm Baja blasting it.
Look at that. Chad's even
Damn it!
getting in
Now I
on
want
this
Taco
fun.
Bell.
But yeah, I don't know if this environment is healthy for my bat that I've created with my divine powers.
Yes, which does bring us back to your divine powers. What does this falling asleep and speaking with Mother Myrtle, who may or may not be in the business of chopping people's fingers off, have to do with you being the conjurer?
She's not in the business of chopping fingers out. That was a specific
You
deal.
said she made a deal.
With this one guy. She doesn't just go around.
That means that is her business.
No, it was one situation. Not every deal is made with thieves who need to get rid of their
So
talent
her
for
business
stealing.
is making
Well, what
deals.
else? What other body
Yeah,
parts
she
does
makes
she get rid of
deals.
for people?
It's not always body parts.
This is how Igora feels, Matt.
A body part here and there. If somebody's willing to give it up, like yeah, but yeah.
So are we getting those poppers to go? Like, what's happening?
I have questions, Darius, and I need answers.
After coming back,
I see no reason why I cannot both
Evie,
enjoy my
Evie.
jalapeno poppers and get
Evie,
my questions answered. Yes.
will the answers to your questions help us find the children before they are possibly killed?
Potentially. All knowledge has application like that.
Is it likely?
I mean,
If
a
Vim can
sober
just
bat would
summon
help.
things or create things from thin air, then yes, that could
Turns to look at Nim.
absolutely be.
Look
Who?
at Vim. You did. I said it because you said it.
I did no such thing.
It sounded like you did. It might be a mic thing, or a headphone thing on my end. Vim,
yes,
can you summon anything other than a bat?
yes.
Is it significantly different from a bat? Like, is it a
What's
beast or an
significant
animal?
to you?
Um,
Yeah, animals.
Okay, so animals, not like special tools or things with super
No,
powers.
just I think it's just animals. I can. I'm pretty sure I'm bringing them over from
Oh,
home.
a thought. Are any of them a bloodhound or something with a good sense of smell?
I don't know if they have a particularly great sense of smell. They might be okay, but probably nothing too fancy. Just the things that were in the forest. I mean, these bats were in the forest, and I needed something that would fly. And
You suspect
I
that
got
they
it.
are going to and from wherever Myrtle is.
Yeah, I think that's what's happening.
Evie pulls out a napkin and writes, hello, Mother Myrtle, Evie, on it, and fashions some sort of collar for the bat and ties it around its neck to see. If it goes back to her, then we'll know.
I mean, I could just ask her for you.
I want to know. I want to see if you see this note, and she holds it up in front of you so you can see like the pink glitter gel pen on the Maugaritaville embossed napkin before she folds it up and puts it in the little collar. Actually, I am going to write a secret note on the other side of this. And Evie just writes, "This is a test" on the back of it.
What did you write?
Read it when you get back to your world and let me know what it says.
Okay, well, I don't think he's going to be around forever. So what if he's gone before I fell asleep?
Well, then he would be gone back to this dimension, yes? Wherever Myrtle
I
is?
think so. I mean, I was thinking when I was doing
It's possible he's not.
I was thinking
This
of the animals there, and these big bats were there. So
Just humor me and try to find them this bat. It will have a collar on it and a note.
What if you want to run this test, I have another way, maybe we can run this test that doesn't require us knowing if this guy over here is just some random bat that I've
Still sipping up
that
margarita.
I've contributed to its delinquency, or not, or one that I brought from home and contributed to its delinquency. What if, and this will require maybe a little bit more planning and direct, is you do this, you do the little secret note thing, and you can like tie it off or seal it or whatever you want. And if I'm feeling really tired, you give it to me then, and you can see when I fall asleep that I haven't opened it.
I want to see if this world exists outside yourself.
What I'm saying though is when I wake up and you've seen that I didn't open it here, but if I know what the note said when I woke up, wouldn't that also mean that it at least exists because you saw that I didn't open it?
We can do both. It'll just have to be a different note.
So how are those poppers? Were they worth the wait?
Delicious, thank you. Would you like one?
Do they have any dipping sauce?
Yes, there is.
Of course.
There's a number of dipping sauces.
Tangy Mao? I was going to say tangy Thai, but I don't know. That's not a thing.
But yes, that I do struggle to find an application for this at this current juncture for the issue that we are facing right now. But also, I don't see a current solution for that problem anyway. I did my best to trap, and I thought I did a good job, but it didn't work.
Well, we have a lead. Let's find maybe someone who can maybe give us more information about these rings.
I think even that will have to wait till morning.
So you want to go wake up some poor mortician or a jeweler? Yes.
I mean, lives may be in the balance.
Well, you know that these people aren't killing anyone.
We also
Do we?
Like these.
How do we know How do we know that every single child who's been abducted has been decapitated and put in a pot?
Because there's been no bodies found.
That
Well,
doesn't
Because they're in the
eating
pot.
them.
We have no evidence to support the belief that they are safe.
You know what? Fair enough.
Sorry, a little bit of Professor Chip came out there. We need evidence. Gotta follow the clues.
Correct. I don't know. I mean, Darius, if you happen to know a jeweler that you think would be helpful in this matter, then by all means.
Unless things have changed significantly since the last time I was home, many shops will have a sign outside their doors clearly denoting their profession. So we just have to look for one that advertises small jewelry or specifically possibly wedding bands. It is a niche thing. They'd want to make sure that they are known for this. I'm willing to look around at night if you guys do want to rest. I can just report my findings, but I would appreciate help, especially if I need to convince people to open their doors in the middle of the night.
I suppose it cannot hurt to look around, although I worry that we might make enemies of the people that we are needing help from.
But I kind of I point to Luna, but who could say no to that face?
That is
Look at those
true.
sparkly eyes.
Luna sipping the giant Maugarita.
That is an excellent point, Darius.
Also, we can bring some Maugaritas and bribe them with them.
Oh, interesting. I didn't take you for a briber.
I am under duress.
Desperate times. Desperate measures. This is a strong mouth.
Mausers.
Desperate
Mausers. There's the episode title.
No, I'm trying to keep all this arc music themed.
Why?
Cat on a hot tin
Just for
roof.
fun. Just
You
for fun.
cannot think that is how Mercedes is spelled.
That I was doing it quickly.
Sorry.
What? Where is he
In
spelling?
the chat.
Like for the first episode of this arc was called Homeward Bound. The next one was called Night Mausic. You can see where this is
Homeward
going.
Music.
Homeward Bound is a movie.
Movie.
No, there's a Homeward
There's a
Bound.
song,
There's a
though.
song called Homeward
I guess
Bound.
so.
It's a folk song.
I have had to sing it in choir. I can
Oh.
confirm its existence.
I have sung it in
apologies.
competitions.
Yep.
To be fair to Will, there's only 2 letters off on that.
From the sea to the westward sea.
Anyway, so
Well, let's go drunkenly hunt down a jeweler.
I mean, I'm perfectly sober, but
That's great for you.
it is. Thank you for
Everybody
acknowledging this.
dance, Mal.
The four step.
Everybody dance, Mal.
bum bum.
Bum, bum,
Do
bum.
all planets
I bet you we're
name-
just dancing in a line down the street now.
Do all planets name all of their foodstuffs after
No.
the
After
people
the
that live
primary
there?
race of the
Oh
planet.
no.
Oh, it's just a Mao. Don't Mao about it.
Maugaritaville is a chain.
Mostly
This is
for
like
tourists.
having, a Margaritaville, like, in Mexico, where they're like, ugh, this isn't the most authentic food, but,
Yeah, just an hour later, tell me how those poppers are feeling again.
You actively see them sitting inside of Evie and, like, bubbling and smoking a little bit.
That is very disturbing. Hold on, I just realized something. Are you just naked all the time?
I've been very upfront about that.
just
We
never
covered
really
this, I think, in the
registered, I
first or
guess.
second episode.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on.
That's
I
the
should get
most-
you some like pellets that you can absorb that until you actively destroy them, they just sit there, but when they do, they make certain parts of you opaque.
Like Orbeez?
Maybe. Or we throw in some very special of those inflatable dinosaur things.
Oh boy.
Anyway,
The sponges?
yes. You ever see that post where a mom finds a bunch of those little pills under their kid's bed and like, what are these? Put them in water. What?
Put them in water. Put them in water.
Anyway, Will, we would like to find down the street if we can find a shop that has either words like jewelers or wedding band salesman, or just, a sign like an old blacksmith, hanging sign.
Yeah,
Can I make an investigation?
Make me an investigation check.
I'm actually not very good at those.
12, 15.
That's a 15.
The night market is a very busy poppin' place. And there is like a small jewelry stand where there's a person who is selling a variety of accessories. Most of them Mao based, a lot of earrings, a lot of what they call claw caps.
I am going to propose that our wonderful ray of sunshine, Luna, who has the most charisma, ask if...
Me and Chad, but yeah.
Yeah, Chad also has like a wisdom.
Oh, that's true.
But I've got charisma. I've
Yeah,
got the
she's
real
got that
thing.
riz.
It's not mixed with aspartame.
Jeez.
See if you can find out if they can tell us anything about this. Tell them we're trying to find the owners, we found them just lost in the street somewhere. We're trying to return them to the owner, or we're trying to find the owner, which is technically correct.
Okay. And she will walk up with the 3 earrings.
Yeah, as you are walking up, you notice the person in the stand is like bent over, and then they just kind of like stand up. Like the top half, it looks like they were putting some stock away, and then they just kind of stand up, but like re-bend up. And it is a Mao. However, the Mao has a purple reddish fur, and would appear to be 2 small horns on their head. It's a tiefling Mao.
There's a story.
Aww.
They say, yes, welcome to my magnificent jewelry. How may I help you?
Oh, It is magnificent.
Thank you.
I have a question. See,
I perhaps have an answer.
we found these engagement earrings, and they're so pretty, and I feel so bad for whoever lost them. But I don't know how to find out whose they are. I want to give them back to them. Can you tell who made them?
If I may see the items, if
Or
you're
if
all right
you
with me
recognize
holding
them.
them for a moment. Thank you. Very
Oh.
interesting. They hold one up. And they just like put it up to their ear. Oh, valid. Valush, Valuna? Here, give me but a moment. And they just hand you the earrings back, and they turn around for a second. You see them rummaging through some stuff. And then they come back. I couldn't find anything there, but perhaps could you hold them up for me again? Just wait a few moments so I can take a better look. All right. Very interesting. Interesting. Very interesting. Very beautiful
Yes,
craftsmanship.
very interesting.
Very beautiful craftsmanship. And you found these?
Yes.
This Mao, with your passive, you can tell this Mao is kind of looking around nervously as y'all are talking to them.
Is something troubling you?
Oh, no, it's just very rare to see several sets of engagement earrings only with one half at once. Nothing to be alarmed about.
So none of these match each other?
No, none of them match each other. They're all different engagement earrings. Did you not realize that?
I don't know what they're supposed to look like.
I am not originally from here.
There's 3 engagement earrings there, and each of them is from a different set. To clarify.
That is sad.
Yes, it's very
But why
sad.
would that make you nervous?
I mean, it's not often you see people collecting engagement earrings. Everyone make me a perception check.
Or insight?
Perception or insight, whichever you prefer.
Or insight.
18.
Darius, this man has the look on their face like they just called the cops. And then you can see a number of Mao beginning to surround the party, being as stealthy as they can.
They dropped the dime on us.
What would you like to
But
do?
we didn't.
What?
What's a dime?
They ratted us out.
As you say that, they kind of eep and they hide behind their stall, and then a number of Mao rush out with like pikes pointed at all of you. Put your hands where we can see them, please.
Okay.
Do pseudopods
Threatening.
count?
Clarification: yes.
Oh,
Before I decide if you'll take me alive or not, what do you think I did?
do bug nubs count?
Oh boy.
Clarification: yes. Clarification: you're all under suspicion for a number of murders that have taken place.
Barely
Oh.
been here.
Yeah, when did the murders take place? Because we've only been here about a day.
And, clarification unnecessary. You're currently holding what is believed to be the other half of the murdered people's engagement earrings.
Yes.
That is
They
utterly
took
circumstantial.
one of our friends, and I was chasing them, and they dropped these ones.
Cautiously,
So I was trying to.
could you accompany us to the guard post to answer some questions?
I could answer the questions right
Is-
here, but
is
if
this a
you
trick
listen
to
to me,
throw
I
me in a
said
cage?
that my friend has been taken.
This is
I-
true.
If
Make
it
me-
pleases you all the same, I will answer your questions right here.
Make me a persuasion check.
27.
Ah, damn.
Understandably, give us a moment, and they kind of lower their weapons, but they still have them at the ready. Like, if you all started to run, they would be able to stick them out and get you. But they've lowered them for now. About 2 minutes pass, and a Mao becomes just a regular old Mao. Begins walking down basically the street towards all of you. She is in what appears to be some very fine sort of like robes. And as she approaches you, she just kind of looks over all of you and says, "It is my understanding that you all may have some unfortunately lost property in your possession."
Yes.
Stolen,
Here.
most likely. Not that we stole it. Well,
I am Justicar of Venera. It is a pleasure to meet you all, hopefully, assuming that you are not the ones who have stolen these items.
what if we stole them from someone who stole them?
Well, we didn't.
Is that like a
That's
double-
recovered.
Clarification, assuming you're not the people who murdered the people who once held these items.
Oh, we're good then.
Yes.
Cautiously, if you would, we could step into a more private location to speak, and if it would be all right with you, I'd like to present a zone of truth.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right, sure. Yeah, let me just get rid of this inebriated bat real quick. I think it's just going to be a problem now. It's just like, let's the bat dissipate.
Disappears. There's like a little burp.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll get him help if that's a problem that persists.
The burping?
The
Or the
inebriation.
alcohol? Yeah, do you have a
thing
license to fly that thing here?
I wasn't flying, I was traveling.
I wasn't flying, I was crashing.
Darius is going
Falling with
to
style.
Darius is going to voluntarily fail the save for Zone of Truth.
Yeah, they bring
Same.
you to like a more private
Same.
location.
I imagine they have a room for this sort of thing because
Yes,
it's
they
probably
do.
they do this quite a bit.
There's like a guard
suppose-
post that has a room. That's just like the Zone of Truth room.
There's a little plaque.
There's like a little table and chairs and like seats for everyone. The Justicar just kind of looks after you after they've cast the spell, and they say, "All right, so are any of you the people that murdered the people who are missing these earrings?"
No.
No.
Excellent. She looks towards Darius and Vim for an answer.
No, we
No.
haven't killed anybody since we got here,
No.
right?
Concerning, that answer is concerning, but it is out of my purview.
Bounty hunting.
Next,
And defense.
next question.
Mm.
How did you come into possession of this property?
We were chased. Well, our friend got taken by the actual murderer person, and we were trying to chase them down and save our friend from being kidnapped. And I got a hold on their cloak, and the rings were in the pocket.
Yeah, we weren't counting on the whole being able to turn things into mist and hypnotize them.
Kind of
that
annoying,
was-
honestly.
That was a little of
That
a,
feels like cheating.
Yeah.
That was
it
a little left field for us.
Concerning, we've not actually... there's been no witnesses to the murders. We've simply been finding the bodies.
We are hoping that this is not a bodies.
Have you?
Yeah,
have
we were
any?
just dealing with the kidnappings.
Yes, there has been apparently a rash of kidnappings of children. We were attempting
A
to
rash?
investigate it.
That's in poor taste, Eric.
Wow, Darius, too soon.
Truthfully, the kidnappings are of great concern to us. However, as far as we could tell, these murders have not had anything to do with them.
Oh, well, now we know that they do. Because the thing that took our friend is also the thing that was wearing this cloak that had these in the pocket.
Oh, strangely, concerned. There's been no murdered children found. It has all been murdered, and they look towards Darius. Mao.
But there have been the
Hmm.
kidnapped children, right?
So they're murdering adults and kidnapping children.
Oh, no.
Because now they are connected. Because our friend looked like a child, and and
Yeah,
the
we kind of
person who
baited
took
them.
was had these adult rings. So now those 2 cases can be.
Concern, you used your friend for bait?
She volunteered.
I did not.
Think of it
Trying
as
to
an attempted
capture
sting
them.
operation, as I read in a book
Yeah,
once.
we just didn't, like I said, didn't know about the whole hypnotizing and misting and all that.
Quick fact.
Yes, I laid multiple traps, but none of them worked.
This is good information for us to have. Right. Well, if you do not all mind, if I could have the earrings returned to me, I can identify them and get them to their proper owners.
Yes.
Yes. There's been a number of Mao to get you all caught up on this. In addition to the missing children, in this area of the planet specifically, there's been a number of murders. People disappearing, newlyweds mainly, disappearing. And the other half of the couple, mostly, almost, actually entirely, now that I'm looking at the records, male Mao, have been found dead.
Oh.
Good thing we didn't use Darius as bait.
Excuse me for
Most
one moment. I'm going
of the bodies missing different parts.
I'm going to pull out my sending stone real quick, and I know that Maya will probably not ever hear hide nor hear of this, and just like send a sending stone to Rash and just say, whatever you do, continue to pretend to be a child at all costs.
Rash will send you a sending back. Oh, yes, Puchki, I am in a cage with a number of children now, and I'm going to do my best to stay with them and keep an eye on them all.
Rash is dead, Evie says out loud.
Rash is dead?
And I think something that is not Rash has the stone because she always calls me Pudding.
Pudding.
And this Rash just called me Puchki. And
That's
I don't
funny.
know what a fucking Puchki is, but it's not me.
She's in a
That's
hurry.
funny. That's funny.
Hey, you know what? Okay, fine. McKenna has made that choice. I'll let Maya know.
Oh, boy.
I'll let Maya know.
I'll give Maya an opportunity to like respond.
Wait, no, McKenna, don't abandon this. Apparently you have the power of life or death now. I don't need to take up a spell slot for Revivify.
Oh,
If someone
God.
dies, you can just say, no, they're alive. Will's giving you this power.
That's kind of fun.
Yeah, I can get a more fun spell or something. I don't know.
Pick up Fireball or something.
I don't know if I get access to that.
I know Forge Domain Clerics do get some fun stuff.
Actually, it might be a domain spell. I should check.
Mm.
Anyway,
Moving on from the death of our dear friend.
sometimes we can still hear her voice.
Did you see both Chad and Rose when you said Puchki? They both went.
I'm just too used to it by now.
I've never been Puchki.
That's what
I'm
it sounds
scared.
like to me. I'm sorry. Pudding. Better, Evie?
Pudding.
I don't get Fireball. I get Wall of Fire.
That's decent. Not as good as Fireball, but fun.
No, and, more kind of
E.g.,
creation
Rash
spells.
is in the cage with the kids. Rash is keeping an eye on the children.
Okay.
That is potentially quite useful. I was assumed they would have somehow rendered everyone unconscious or something and tied them up or everything. Just being in a cage and conscious, I'd be surprised if she doesn't gnaw her way out of there.
Well, they're just children. It's almost as if if you all don't get this arc done while Rash is away, there might be some time where Maya gets to be Rash in a solo mission.
I think that'd be sweet.
Aww.
I think that'd be cool.
It's like I have a plan.
Dun 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 dun. Just gnaws through the bars like a goblin.
I will be calling the episodes Maya Gear Solid.
Rash.
That's cute.
Rash. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Middle Gear.
Anyway. I will give them a full account from Evie's perspective of what we saw Specifically that like I was like holding on to Rash when they were mystified. And
Interesting.
it did not matter.
Interesting. This is all good information for us to have. Appreciation. Yes. I very much appreciate this. My investigation into these matters has, unfortunately, until now, reached a dead end.
Oh no.
But
well,
thank you for not arresting us and for listening.
Yes, thank you.
Concern, I am a Justicar. I need to ensure that I am doing my job. Of course I would listen to people to allow them to give me their side.
In the past, we've been accused of doing things that we didn't do, and legal authorities just took that at face value and did not question it.
There's a second where they're looking at you, and then there's recognition. Oh. Concerned, I was wondering why that bounty had disappeared.
It's because we didn't do it.
Understandable.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
Yes.
And Zone of Truth. And also because we went to a hacker to get it stricken from the record.
That's not how Zone of Truth works.
Zone of Truth does not.
It doesn't compel you.
You can lie by omission.
I just think it's funny if I say it.
Yeah, because also technically it didn't go away because
Concern.
we didn't do it.
Concern. Zone of Truth is still active, so
Yeah.
you are innocent. So you not having the bounty is perfectly fine in my mind.
Yeah, we didn't do it, but that's not actually why the bounty is gone.
Hold on. The Zone of Truth is still active?
Yes.
I turn and look at the group. I am just praying in there.
We know.
Yeah, that's what you call it.
Of course,
I
Darius.
understand.
What did you think that we thought it was?
I hate all of you so much. One day I'm just going to turn the ship off in the middle of a mission. I'm being gaslit by a bunch of girl bosses and Chad.
Can be a girl boss today.
Oh God!
Can
somebody clip Matt saying that, please? Please.
I wish I had put my fan on. I'm getting really warm.
Don't you have one of these?
I do somewhere. Where did it go? Is it under my keyboard?
So
no.
This one's like rainbow shiny.
As the Mao Justicar continues their questioning, it does eventually get a little bit later. They do basically give you a card that you can present at any sort of guard post to get in contact with her. If you find any more information on the missing Mao or missing children or the murdered Mao, please do not hesitate to let me know. I will give you as much support as I can.
I don't suppose you could tell us who these belonged to, the victims?
I will need to cross-check my files. I can't tell you off the top of my head, I'm afraid. There has been, unfortunately, a number of murdered Mao that fit this MO.
If you could get back to us, that might help us.
We will.
That's why we were speaking to the jeweler in the first place.
I will collect that information from my records and send it to your place of residence in the morning, if that's all right with you.
That works.
Will, can I ask a question?
Yes.
I don't know if I need to roll anything for this, or if I can just kind of assess this. It's a little meta in a way, but while I'm perfectly happy to maybe make use of the resources and ask them for help and the like, how tough do these guys look? Are these low-level town guards? Or if we called on them, would they actually be useful?
This person is probably like a level 3 person.
Yeah.
I mean,
Plebe.
it's only 2 levels lower than us, and if there's enough of them.
No, she is a level 3 person. She is a ranking
she's in
official.
charge.
The rest of the Mao are like CR1 creatures, or like city guards.
Okay, so we don't want to get them killed necessarily. So
No.
we may
not
have to.
necessarily. Not yet, anyway.
We may have to go rogue on this
I
one.
have to,
Take care of things ourselves.
I have to leverage my power as obviously
Yes.
practically a god
what
here
do you-
and try to incite
Where
holy army.
Clarification, where is your current place of residence?
We are staying at the Monastery of the Temperate Heart.
Interest.
What's her reaction to that?
Interest. They are quite fervent in their prayer.
They are also, I think, the epicenter of the missing children.
Ooh, we should get a map on the wall and start putting
Sorry.
pins in it, and then like make
Oh, yes,
patterns
that would
with
be
little bits of
helpful.
string.
Do you have a cork?
You just want to
Maybe
play with
we don't use
string,
string.
Darius?
I
feel
do
like
like
that would
playing
be a
with string. It's
distraction.
weird. I don't know. It's a cultural thing. Leave it alone.
Of course, of course. But we can return there for now.
Speaking of which, when no one's looking, I push a glass off the table.
It's fun. The glasses in this planet are enchanted to like feather fall themselves because it happens.
They're
so
all
often.
plastic.
Or
speaking
made of weird
thing-
bouncy material.
And also, just to introduce more weirdness into this Mao's life, as we're realizing it's late in this meeting, is that Vib will say to Evie, maybe you should write that note and seal it soon to give to me
Hey
in
Vim,
case, so we can,
I do that immediately. I already did it at the restaurant.
yeah,
Wrote a different little note.
do you give it to Vim?
Yeah.
Vim, make me another con save.
Will he collapse with 7 minutes left in this dream?
Ooh, Vim,
18.
you're staying awake. You think you're going to do it, and then flop.
Oh wow, the DC's pretty high.
Yeah, it's like I get the notes like, okay, this will be really useful for when I do fall asleep, and we find out if that other world that I go to, if it's real.
So Vim,
All right, I'm gonna scoop him up and put him in a satchel bag as we leave.
as you all scoop Vim up and begin making your way, we're going to go
He's
to
all
Vim.
tuckered out.
Vim, you wake up in Mother Myrtle's hut. You see Mother Myrtle is feeding a number of bats some berries that she has, some fermented berries.
Did one of those have a note and is drunk?
Which
Which
And
one's
she-
acting weird?
She points to like one of the bats that's just like chomping down on these berries, and it does have like a note attached to it.
Read the note.
Strange. Here, Vim, she hands it to you. Could you read it?
What did it say?
I couldn't read anything.
Oh.
Do I see anything?
Yes, you see what Evie wrote down.
On the front it says, "Hello, Mother Myrtle, Evie," and then on the back, if it is as Evie wrote it,
It is as
it just
Evie
says,
wrote it.
"This is a test."
Yep.
Okay.
In pink glittery gel pen.
Okay,
that
he
is
reads that
already-
out, but also the other sealed one. He goes ahead and cracks that open.
It just says, "This is a test for Vim specifically."
That's okay.
She sits down at the table across from you, Vim, and she says, "All right, now, Vim, I'm worried. This does push forward some things for me that I wasn't expecting to be pushed forward. We need to have a little bit of a talk right now."
Okay. I also want to know what it pushes forward, but sure.
Well, Vim, you must understand that if you are the creature I anticipate you being, you are going to be experiencing. And she like stops for a second. She goes gets some more fruit for Vim and puts the fruit on the table. You're going to be
Immediately starts eating.
experiencing some changes soon.
Everything is changing.
Puberty.
Everything's
Chitin
changing
where
all the
there wasn't
time.
chitin before.
Everything's
may
changing
find
all the
desire
time.
to pray.
Everything's been changing
all the time.
since I woke up, and those other ladies that were like you, but a lot meaner and really unnecessary.
Yes, they
Chased me away.
They were unhappy with my decision to come to this place.
Oh well, they did seem miserable,
They
just
many,
in general.
Many people that are in the waking world of my home are.
Oh well, I could see that on them.
This is the place you are in right now is a world of its own, but it is. Think of it as a world of those dreamers, a world of dreamers.
Which is why their version of it is. I guess I can understand why they were miserable. Their version of the world is so much duller.
Their version of the world is the world at its state currently. depending on certain factors that are still unknown to me, this world changes between the waking and the sleeping world. It is why I hoped it was what I had hoped that you would become. You would become a bridge between the two in a way to perhaps merge them to permanently remain the world to be waking rather than to remain the world in sleeping rather than wake. The waking world is a cruel, dark place, Vim. Wouldn't it be so much kinder if everyone could just be dreaming?
I mean, if it's like a dream like this, maybe. Not if it's a dream where like they're all just passed out and random nonsense is happening.
No, it would be this world as it is.
But wouldn't cruel people just dream and be cruel here?
Unfortunately, that is not the nature of this world.
Oh, okay. Hey. Something for that. About the pushing back, what's being pushed back? Or
Push
forward?
forward.
Push forward.
I had hoped initially that your larval stage would last a little bit longer, but it appears as though you will be coming into your next form shortly.
Larval what now?
Larval stage. Vim, your body is going to undergo some changes.
Their body one more time.
But I've always been like this.
Yes, and soon you will be the way you will be always again.
Is that going to make it easier for me to not just randomly go back and forth between here and there?
Yes, I believe so.
Well,
I
that could be
believe this
useful then.
change. I believe this change starting is what has caused you to begin drifting.
So okay, well in that case, then how do we kickstart this thing? How do we get going?
Unfortunately, I don't really know any way to particularly kickstart this transformation that you will have soon. But know that when you have finished what needs to be done, your form will change drastically and be very different from the way you are now. Who knows, maybe there will be some more physical representation of you if there's people watching us, instead of just some form of amorphous blob.
Well, it doesn't matter where I go. People watch me.
Yes. Until then, I'm worried that I do not know how often if we can control it, and she begins to take some of those berries and she massages them, and the bats kind of hiss at her as she does.
Hey, I can take you into another world and mess your entire life up.
For an hour.
Well, I don't know. That thing still seems a little loopy, so maybe I can mess my entire life up.
I will prepare these for you while you are here for now, and she hands you a small vial.
Is this the same stuff as before or different?
Different stuff. When you are awake, drink that, and it should mitigate the effects. Until it should mitigate your transformation until a time that such as it is more convenient for you.
Can I wait until I'm already sleepy to do it, or should I drink it as soon as I get?
The moment you awake.
Okay. Oh, this is going to be a fun one for them to see.
Huh.
And I think as Vim, you enjoy your time with Mother Myrtle, who begins talking to you just casually once again, begins doing the chores around the hut. That's where we're going to end this week's session.
So he's just like down on the table in the police precinct.
Well, I put him in a bag.
Yeah. Vim's in
He's still travel sized.
Vim's in like a little shopping bag.
Fun-sized Vim. Gotcha,
Yep.
gotcha.
But thank you all so much for coming to tonight's episode of The Astral Calling. Join us next week as our party starts to get down to bismuth when looking for the solution to this murderous mystery. Don't forget to check out our many other shows here on the channel, like Salt and Strategy tomorrow. We're playing some Solasta. Then, of course, on Sunday, we have Sunhaven Sunday with Will and Emily. And then Monday, Strength of Thousands AP. Wednesday, Wild Ambition, our PF2 Wild West game. And lastly, Friday is the Astral Calling. If you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. And if you're on Twitch and made it this far and are new here, don't forget to give us a follow. If you do, a frog will hop across the screen and we'll give you a shout out next stream. Thank you very much for
It
coming.
was delightful.
And we'll see you all on the next one. Bye-bye.
Good night, everyone.